everyone. I am Police Staff Sergeant Art Gargarita Biñas, currently assigned at Regional Anti-Cybercrime Unit 9, located at Camp General Eduardo P. Batalla, GRT Lim Boulevard, Zamboanga City. Designated as the Digital Forensic Examiner, I am a certified Celebrite UFED for PC, Physical and Logical Operator. I will be discussing about digital forensic and digital evidence. The sequence of presentation are as follows: defining digital forensics, who use digital forensics, why digital forensics, steps of digital forensics process, digital forensic hardware and software, common evidence recovered. As you can see, the traditional forensic domain. Forensic relating to the use of scientific knowledge or method in solving crimes. Relating to use in or suitable to a court of law. These are the traditional forensic science domain with different field of expertise in solving crime. So, forensic is the application of the scientific procedure or method in solving crime. So, basically, it's all about traces. It could be trace of blood, DNA, fingerprint, and now it includes digital traces. With the advent of information technology and computer crime. That is why digital forensic is now part of the forensic science domain. Digital forensic exists. It is because criminals use computers to facilitate their criminal activities. They use computer as a tool, target, or depository of data gained from their criminal activities, or both. Forensic domain: digital, accounting, archaeology, dentistry, medicine, psychology, pathology, toxicology, engineering, criminalist. What is digital forensic? The scientific examination and analysis of data held on or retrieved from computer, storage media, or network, and its presentation in a manner legally acceptable to a court. What is computer? Refers to an electronic, magnetic, optical, electrochemical, or other data processing or communications device or grouping of such devices capable of performing logical, arithmetic, routing, or storage functions, and which includes any storage facility or equipment or communications facility or equipment directly related to or operating in conjunction with such device. It covers any type of computer device, including devices with data processing capabilities like mobile phones, smartphones, computer networks, and other devices connected to the internet, and other technical jargons in digital forensic as well. Stated there are special words or expression that are used by a particular profession or group and are difficult for others to understand. What is computer data? Refers to any presentation of facts, information, or concepts in a form suitable for processing in a computer system, including a program suitable to cause a computer system to perform a function, and includes electronic documents and/or electronic data, message, whether stored in a local computer system or online. What is electronic document? Refers to information generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic, optical, or similar means. It includes digitally signed documents. The term electronic document may be used interchangeably with electronic data message. Rules on electronic evidence. A.M.number 01-7-01-SC. Digital signature refers to an electronic signature consisting of a transformation of an electronic document or an electronic data message using an asymmetric or public crypto system, such that a person having the initial untransformed electronic document and the signer's public key can accurately determine whether the transformation was created using the private key that corresponds to the signer's public key, and whether the initial electronic document had been altered after the transformation was made. Digitally signed refers to an electronic document or electronic data message bearing a digital signature verified by the public key listed in a certificate. Digital forensic examples. The product of digital forensics is what we call digital evidence. What is digital evidence? Refers to digital information that may be used as evidence in a case. Any information being subject to human intervention or not that can be extracted from a computer system must be in human readable format or capable of being interpreted by a person with expertise in the subject. Any information being subject to human intervention or not that can be extracted from a computer. Digital forensic examples. Performing computer-related crime investigation. Recovering evidence from deliberately formatted hard drive. Recovering thousands of deleted emails and chat messages. Recovering internet artifacts and files metadata. Who uses digital forensic? Insurance companies. Evidence discovered on computer can be used to mollify cost, fraud, workers' compensation, etc. Private corporations. Obtained evidence from employees' computer can be used as evidence in harassment, fraud, and theft cases. Individual private citizens obtain the service of professional computer forensic specialists to support claims of harassment, abuse, or wrongful termination from employment. Law enforcement officers rely on computer forensics to back up their investigation and use the recovered evidence to support the filing of cases. Prosecutors rely on evidence obtained from a computer to prosecute suspects. Civil litigations. Personal and business data discovered on a computer can be used as evidence in any civil cases. Why digital forensic? Criminal use computer as tool, target, depository of data gained from their criminal activities. As shown, digital forensic timeline history. First, the CART, Computer Analysis and Response Team, HTCIA, Highly Technology Computer Investigation Association, IACIS, International Association of Computer Investigative Specialists, FLETC, Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, ISO 17025-2005, thus General Requirement for the Competence of Testing and Calibration Laboratories, SWEDGE, SWEGDE, Scientific Working Group on Digital Evidence. Tool, use computer or any digital evidence to commit a crime. Why digital forensic? Criminals use computer as tool, target, depository of data gained from their criminal activities. Tool, use computer or any digital devices to commit a crime. Target, crime that affects the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of computer system or data. Depository of data gained from their criminal activities. Credit cards information, financial usernames and passwords, IPR, child porn pictures. Content-related crime. Criminals use computer to store illegal data of information of their criminal activity. As such, digital forensic exists in aid to the said investigation. Why digital forensic? Data as seen by common users using Windows, Explorer, CMD Shell, web browser. Data as seen by forensic investigator using sophisticated forensic tools. This data may include deleted, hidden, encrypted, etc. As shown, the famous tip of the iceberg concept, which can be applied in digital forensic. Considering this iceberg is your storage media. The tip of the iceberg is the only data that can be seen by ordinary users like us, using your traditional Windows Explorer or Finder and web browser. The submerged portion of the iceberg is the data that can be seen by a trained digital forensic examiner using their forensic tools. This data may include deleted, hidden, encrypted files. RA 10175, Section 15, Search, Seizure, and Examination of Computer Data. The law enforcement authorities may order any person who has knowledge about the functioning of the computer system and the measures to protect and preserve the computer data therein to provide, as is reasonable, the necessary information to enable the undertaking of the search, seizure, and examination. Any person can gather information from a computer, but the forensic element means it has to be gathered in a manner which makes it reliable to a court of other body, and the information has to become evidence. As we understand that any person or ordinary computer users like us can gather information or data from a computer system. But the forensic element means that the data should be gathered in a way that the integrity of the data should be preserved and the information has to become evidence. Reasons for evidence. Law enforcement authorities collect evidence for computer-related crimes and traditional crime such as hacking, theft or destruction of intellectual property. Law enforcement authorities collect evidence for computer-related crimes and traditional crimes such as hacking is a computer-related crimes. While in the traditional crime, theft or destruction of intellectual property, malware distribution, law enforcement authorities collect evidence for computer-related crimes and traditional crime such as hacking, malware distribution, fraud, access device investigation, possession of child pornography, homicide investigation, forgery, theft or destruction of intellectual property, trafficking in persons, illegal drugs investigation, sexual harassment, software piracy. Law enforcement officer gather and use digital evidence not only for computer crime or computer-related crime, but for traditional crime as well. When I say traditional crime, I mean as crimes committed in violation of the revised penal code and other special laws such as trafficking in person, illegal drugs investigation, sexual harassment, and the like. Actually, based on our records, most of digital forensic requests is traditional crimes. Many types of evidential data, and these digital evidence are come in a different types and form. That even the lifestyle of a person can be determined when you conduct investigation in his or her computer system. You can identify his or her interest through the website that he visited, financial and expense records, for instance, who are her friends and colleagues, what video or movies he or she likes. Where is the evidence? Digital evidence consists of volatile data and non-volatile data. So, where this binary data can be located? These data are stored in two types of storage media. Temporary storage media, which is the memory of the computer. Temporary storage media, which is the memory of the computer system. The data stored in the memory is what we call volatile data. The data only resides when the computer is on, live. Persistent storage media such as hard disk drive, SD cards, USB memory cards, data stored in these kinds of storage media is permanent unless deleted by the user. That are non-volatile data. When a computer loses power, volatile data is deleted from the computer memory. The volatile data must be collected before shutting down the computer and as soon as it is safe to do so. Volatile data does not exist on a computer that is not turned on. Types of computer data. Volatile data. This data is temporarily stored in a memory RAM of the computer system. RAM is random access memory. This data will be deleted once power is removed from the computer. Whenever you run a program, operating system applications, or open a file, videos, images, music, documents, it is loaded temporarily from the hard drive into your RAM. Computer date and time, current user login, running application and process. Once loaded into RAM, you will be able to access it smoothly with minimal delays. The data are stored randomly on the RAM and it can be accessed directly. If you run out of RAM, your operating system will begin dumping some of the open programs and files to the paging file, causing your computer to lag, swap or page file. This data could contain valuable information about the actions occurring on the system at the time of seizure, such as network connections, passwords, data included in open documents, internet-based data, chats, email, and browsing activity. Running process. While the non-volatile data, this data resides in persistent storage media, hard disk drive, USB flash drive, optical storage media. It remains safe regardless if the power of the computer is on or off. What is a forensic image? A forensic image refers to verifiable and unaltered complete copy of the contents of original storage device. Creating a forensic image ensures the integrity of the evidence, no unintentional changes or damage to the original data. The forensic examiner should preserve the state of data or any information held in the computer storage media. Why obtain a forensic image? Provides access to additional non-volatile data. Log files, temporary files, compromised applications, page and swap files, information in registry, defeats log-on requests and passwords, distribute to forensic specialist. As shown are the digital forensic process. First, identification, acquisition imaging, analysis, reporting, court presentation. Steps of digital forensics. Identification. This step involves identifying what type of storage media and what data or information could be recovered relative to the investigation or case, such as computer fraud investigations, account data from online auctions, accounting software and files, address books, calendar, chat logs, customer information, credit card data, database, digital camera software, email, notes and letters, financial and asset records. Child abuse and pornography investigations, chat logs, digital camera software, emails, notes and letters, games, graphic editing and viewing software, image, internet activity logs, movie files, user-created directory and file names which classify images. Network intrusion investigations, address books, configuration files, emails, notes and letters, executable programs, internet activity logs, internet protocol address and usernames, internet relay chat logs, source code, text files and documents with username and password. Next is the acquisition imaging. Physically or remotely obtaining possession of the computer data from the original digital storage media through digital forensic imaging process. Imaging is the second phase and requires forensically sound procedures and validated tools. This should be processed by trained digital forensic examiner using validated hardware and software tools. As shown are the hardware-based imaging tools: White Blocker, Physical Bridge, Stand-alone imaging device, multifunction tool with dedicated forensic capabilities. Stated there at protecting data integrity is the top priority. Software-based imaging tools: White Blocker specialized application, Forensic Imager, multifunction tools that assist with hard drive preparation and duplication, forensic imaging, and verification. Preparation of destination storage media. Verify size requirements of original evidence. Select storage media that meets or exceeds capacity of source. Sterilize destination media through wiping process. Format storage media. Physical versus logical. As you can see, the inner side represents logical. The outer side, sector 0 to sector Z, is physical. Sector A, sector B, logical. Sector X, sector Y, logical. Sector 0 to sector Z, physical image, a forensic copy of every addressable sector from source media. Sector A to B, logical image, a forensic copy of every addressable sector between two partitions boundaries. Verification of forensic image. A hash, also called hash value, is a mathematical algorithm. Produce a unique digital fingerprint. Verifies that binary content of an acquired forensic image is exactly the same as the source media. Hash value is a fingerprint or a unique fingerprint of a file. Next is the analysis. Evaluating the information or data recovered from the storage media, evidence to determine if and how it could be used against the suspect. Analyzing digital information, identifying traces of network computer intrusion, identifying and examining malicious files, employing techniques to crack file and system passwords, detecting steganography, recovering deleted, fragment and corrupted data, analyzing online activities. Also, in the analysis, evaluating the information or data recovered from the storage media, evidence to determine if and how it could be used against the suspect. As shown, there is a picture and a camera. I will discuss a short case. The camera was seized by virtue of search warrant, and upon physical examination on the memory slot of the camera, no memory card is installed. However, the seizing officer were able to seize SD memory cards in a drawer cabinet. The SD memory cards were subjected to digital forensic examination and revealed that the pictures stored in the SD memory cards were taken using the seized digital camera through metadata analysis. As you can see, it revealed that the camera was used is Nikon. As you can see, the metadata revealed that the picture was used, camera is Nikon. The fourth step is reporting. Once the analysis is complete, a report is generated. This report may be a written report, oral testimony, or some combination of two. The last step is court presentation. This step involves the presentation of evidence discovered in a manner which is understood by lawyers, non-technical staff, management, and suitable as evidence as determined by the rules on electronic evidence or any related law. Digital forensic hardware and software. As shown are the digital forensic application. In case, version 0.6 and version 0.7, Guidance Software Incorporated. Forensic Toolkit, FTK, version 3 and version 5, Access Data. As shown, the interface of the software that we are using, the EnCase software. Forensic Toolkit, also the interface of the software that we are using. Digital forensic hardware, Tableau, write blocking devices, and forensic computer forensic tower. Celebrite UFED. The Celebrite UFED is the tool on mobile forensics. It can be used in examining mobile phones, USB flash drives, cellular phone, and mobile devices forensic tools. Celebrite UFED, tools for cell phones examination, mobile phones examination. Celebrite UFED. Celebrite is a tools for mobile phone examinations, SIM cards, SD cards, and USB flash drives. Also, microsystemation, XRY, XAC. Common evidence recovered. As shown are the common evidence recovered, such as documents, contracts, IDs, etc. Passports, pictures and videos. As you can see, there is the metadata of the pictures and videos recovered. The date and time it was taken, what camera was using. Webmail cache, instant messaging chat conversation, temporary internet files, Digital Forensic Legal Authority. Republic Act 10175, Section 15, Search, Seizure, and Examination of Computer Data. Where a search and seizure warrant is properly issued, the law enforcement authorities shall likewise have the following powers and duties: to conduct interception, to secure a computer system or a computer data storage medium, to make and retain a copy of those computer data secured, to maintain the integrity of the relevant stored computer data, to conduct forensic analysis or examination of the computer data storage medium, and to render inaccessible or remove those computer data in the access computer or computer and communications network. Pursuant thereof, the law enforcement authorities may order any person who has knowledge about the functioning of the computer system and the measures to protect and preserve the computer data therein to provide, as is reasonable, the necessary information to enable the undertaking of the search seizure. Pursuant thereof, the law enforcement authorities may order any person who has knowledge about the functioning of the computer system and the measures to protect and preserve the computer data therein to provide, as is reasonable, the necessary information to enable the undertaking of the search, seizure, and examination. Law enforcement authorities may request for an extension of time to complete the examination of the computer data storage medium and to make a return thereon, but in no case for a period longer than 30 days from date of approval by the court. Cybercrime challenges: the rapid development and expansion of information and communication technology in all sectors. Virtualization and cloud technology in computing. The anonymity on the internet using Tor, Bitcoin, VPN, proxy. Tor, by means of anonymous communication. VPN, virtual private network. Proxy, related to proxy server. Unregulated selling of cellular phone and SIM cards. Proliferation, sophisticated free data encryption technology. Most of prosecutors and judges are not inclined in cybercrime cases and digital evidence. Uncooperative ICT-related service provider. Equipment training and continuing education of cyber investigators and digital forensic examiners. As a result, more data is routinely encrypted today than ever before. For example, the widely used Advanced Encryption Standard (AES) and cryptography is a very active research field in which new techniques the worm to proliferate far faster and more broadly than intended. Proliferate, increase rapidly in numbers, multiply. Advanced Encryption Standard, or AES, is a symmetric black cipher chosen by the US government to protect classified information and is implemented in software and hardware throughout the world to encrypt sensitive data. That's why PSSg headquarters and field units must coordinate to judges and prosecutor. That's why PSSg headquarters and field units must coordinate to judges and prosecutor by means of seminar and workshop. Uncooperative ICT-related service provider because of RA 10173, the Data Privacy Act of 2012. As shown are the warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data, WSSECD. A warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data, as shown, is the WSSECD. Warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data. A warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data is an order in a writing issued in the name of the people of the Philippines, signed by a judge upon application of law enforcement authorities, authorizing the latter to search the particular place of items to be seized and or examined. Next is the warrant to examine computer data. Section 6.9 on Rules on Cybercrime Warrant. Examination where lawful possession of device is obtained. Warrant to examine computer data. Upon acquiring possession of a computer device or computer system via a lawful warrantless arrest or by any other lawful method, 37 law enforcement authorities shall first apply for a warrant before searching the said computer, device, or computer system for the purpose of obtaining for forensic examination the computer data contained therein. The warrant therefore shall be denominated as a warrant to examine computer data, WECD. Thank you. Any questions, sir, ma'am?